وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. The entirely merciful for all human beings, and this is applicable in this world and in this life. And especially merciful for the believers, and this will be shown to them only on the day of resurrection. And I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me this opportunity to share what I have with my audience and my viewers. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them support and to give us support to continue, inshallah, knowing this religion much deeper than this, so that we can fulfill and apply and implement the theme of these episodes, which is understanding Islam. When we deeply understand this religion, it will help us convey it to other people easily. And inshallah, I will select one ayah, Surah Al-Furqan, ayah number 62. And it reads like this: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وهو الذي جعل الليل والنهار خلفة لمن أراد أن يذكر أو أراد شكورا. Meaning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one, He is the one who made the night succeed the day and made the day succeed the night, come after the night. For those who want to remember Allah and who want to thank Allah. In other words, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pointing to us and is emphasizing to us the importance of time. Because in time, if you are during the night, you can remember Allah, you can mention Allah, you can make adhkar, you can do the salat, you can do the salat al-layl. And if you miss any of the remembrance, you still have the opportunity of the day to do such things, either to remember Allah or to thank Allah by saying Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. All these types of shukr and dhikr are very essential in our life, to the degree that some scholars said that this whole religion of Islam, you can divide it into two things: reminding, that means reminding others about Allah, or remembering Allah by yourself. And in other words, making Allah is your main thing that you need to focus on. And the other section is by thanking Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us out of His mercy how to even thank Him and how to begin every prayer, not just every prayer, every rak'ah, every unit of prayer, by thanking Allah, by praising Allah, by saying Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, because this is the way that you trigger the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with you. If you want Allah to be pleased with you, this is one example, by saying Alhamdulillah, and there are other forms of it. Alhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu. All types of adhkar would help you remember Allah and will help you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the bounties and blessings that we have right now. So this is the main theme here, and it draws our attention to how to seize the opportunity of time and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here, there's some scholars, to the degree that some scholars, and one of them is Al-Imam Al-Hasan Al-Basri, who is saying that, O you son of Adam, O you humans, you are, talking about the age of a human being, the lifetime or the lifespan of a human being, is just, you are a number of days. whether this number is huge, big, or small. You equal a number, any number of days. So whenever any day passes, that means part of you has passed. Look at it. How metaphorically he imagined that a human being looks like a number of days, a number of months, a number, but the smallest unit here is a day. So let's say that I equal, let me imagine, that 10,000 days. Each day passes, part of me passes. Then another day passes, part of me passes, part of me passes, part of me passes, part of me passes. So by the end of 10,000 days, for example, you passed away. He's trying to say what? And you cannot restore the day that had passed. You have to take advantage of your life and invest, make best investment. And the best investment is to use your time in worshiping Allah, in thanking Allah, in helping others, in doing good achievement. All these are types of different worships. Worship is not just doing the prayer. So see how he understood this. You cannot restore the time that you missed, the time that passed away from you. And another scholar said this, and his name is Mackenzie. He said something very beautiful. He said that the hour and the number of minutes in the clock, we cannot control it. And he explains that we don't mean that we control it by our fingers to use the hand of the clock to move it forward or backward. Now, this thing that we can do, but this does not change anything. What we need is to control ourselves according to the hour, according to the number of minutes. We have to synchronize ourselves to the number of minutes by saying that this hour I'm going to do this, and this minute I'm going to do this, and this second I'm going to do this. So we program ourselves according to the speed of time. Very beautiful words. In other words, if an hour passed and we did not use it in a beneficial way, that means this is a big loss for you. And we have to exercise this. And to the degree that if you pay attention to the whole Quran, you find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swore by many times, by morning, by night, by afternoon, every different time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swore by it. And as you have heard me talking about this ayah, as I said, that take use and take advantage of time, the night time, as well as the morning time. It's not as people say that just time of night is just for rest. No. No. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised the good people, he said that كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about other things that they can do at night and at day. Yeah. In other words, take advantage of every minute. And this is a difference between two people or three people are competing with each other. One of them is using every minute and he investing it for what? He makes the investment now, but he takes the reward on the day of resurrection. This is something that we need to know, the best ways of investment. Unfortunately, most people perhaps they would know, or they have learned, or they have been educated how to invest their money, but not how to invest their time. And you agree with me that time is more important than money, because money cannot buy time, but time can buy money. Yes, in some cases, money can save you some time to invest it in other things, but if you invest it in making another money, So what is the use? Because you are heaping money, but you're losing the most important thing. You're losing your lifespan. You're using the ages and the years that you are living, because if you don't use them well, they will pass and you will lose them. And this is one of the things that you will be asked about on the day of judgment. Your time, how did you use it? Did you use it effectively, or you did not? And if you did not, you will blame no one except yourself. Anyway, from the very beginning, we have to teach our kids, make them learn how important time is. And this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped us. Even this prayers that we do, the 5 daily prayers that we do, if we organize ourselves around these days, we will use our time effectively, and we will get double and triple the benefit that we are getting from investing our time in other things. Some people invest their time in kind of education. But what kind of education? If you're learning something that's not beneficial, it's not as beneficial as using this time in learning about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, about His book, the Holy Quran, about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about the other messengers, about the description of paradise, about the description of hellfire. This is some essential, important issues for us to know Allah deeper and deeper. And in this way, we accumulate the hasanat, and we accumulate, inshallah, the rewards that we will get from Almighty Allah. And one of the best things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to teach us of how to invest our time, he said that the best amongst you is the one who learns the Quran and teach it to others. And you can compare yourself. What is the best thing that you are doing in comparison with the best thing that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to do, to learn the Quran and to teach it to others. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Mamdouh Muhammad.
وما يذكر إلا